You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County, 76 degrees, going up to a high of 88. I'm talking about absolutely gorgeous. The wind is blowing this morning. I went outside, I had to go out there and do my little meditation and my little grounding. And the wind is blowing. The weather is just beautiful. It's not humid. It's beautiful. And it's going to get up to 88. So how it's going to be later on today, I have no idea. But right now, it's gorgeous. Hey, I don't know where you are in the world, but today is Talk Business Tuesday. Yes, we're talking AI today. And here's what happened. So, you know me, if you don't know me by now, go back and listen to the last 1,000 episodes. You'll find out a lot. I happen to like AI, and I talked about this yesterday. I'm doing some great things with AI, and it's just affording me the opportunity to keep doing great things in AI, and I'm doing some more. But what I realized is that a lot of people really aren't leveraging the power of AI because they're kind of afraid of AI. Right. And so if you are a business owner right now, you have to move past the fear and learn how to leverage these amazing tools. I created a picture of my husband and I. So the picture that you see on this episode of the show, that was a picture that he and I took. We were at a wedding, I think. We were somewhere. My husband takes a lot of pictures, which is funny because I don't take a lot of pictures, but he loves to take pictures of us. So he took a picture of us. As a matter of fact, this picture is actually in my office on my desk. But it was on my computer. And that is funny because I didn't even realize this. I looked over there just now. It was a picture we were somewhere. So I took that picture and I dropped it in a GPT that was made on Chat GPT. And I said, cartoonize this. Turn this into a cartoon. And that's what you see. So that is a picture of, and what's crazy about the picture, it's a cartoon. So it doesn't look exactly like us. But what it does do is capture certain things about us. So for instance, it captured his bald head, right? It captured that really good. It captured his beard. The face is a little bit different, and my face is a little bit different. But what I realized is that it got a good capture of my eyes. Like I have these slanted eyes. If you've never seen me, I have slanted eyes. What's crazy is my granddaughter has very slanted eyes, and my nephew, one of my nephews, they have very, very slanted eyes. My eyes are slightly slanted. You could tell. Like when I was a little girl, my Uncle David used to call me China. Because my eyes are slanted. And so in the picture, it slanted my eyes, which I thought that was pretty cute. So I think it's a cute picture. So I was like, okay, this is really cute. But what made me think about that is because every day I create a new song using AI tools. Every day. Monday through Friday, there's a new song that come out every day from me using these AI tools. And so what I realize is that a lot of people aren't using the tools. They're not leveraging these tools for their business. And you could be doing so many amazing things with it. Look at me. So I have a newsletter, Gwinnett Morning Spark. I use the tool to make music every single day. It takes me about 5 minutes, literally. And that's on the high end. Because I'll get the song that I want to get. I use AI for that. Write me the song, right? But it's like write the song based on what I'm telling it. So I might tell it, I might be feeling a little melancholy. So I can write a song this way, that way. So I give it the prompts on how to write the song. And then it writes me these amazing songs. Now, not all the songs are amazing. Some of them aren't amazing. And then not all the singers that sing the songs through the AI sound good to me. But I think I have about 100 songs at this point. No, yeah, I think I've been doing this for 9 weeks. So I have if I'm doing 20 songs, I'm almost at 100 songs. But I'm taking those songs and I'm putting them in my newsletter. Now, a lot of the songs aren't perfect. They could use some cleaning up and made better, all that kind of stuff. But that wasn't the point. The point was for me to make a motivational song every morning to put in a newsletter that goes out at 6 o'clock a.m. So when people wake up in the morning, they can look forward to getting a new song that's going to pump them up, get them inspired, get them moving. Yes, they can turn on the radio, and yes, they can hear a rap song, but these are intentional motivational songs. There's no cursing. There's no real sadness in them. It's just like upbeat, songs that make you feel good, songs that make you think, those type of songs. Because that's what I felt like, some people may want early in the morning at 6 o'clock when they're trying to force themselves to go to work to a job that they hate, right? So instead of starting your day off feeling that way, hey, open up the newsletter, read a good motivational, inspirational message right at the top. That's the first thing. Then you get the song, and then you get a longer motivational message right after that, and then you get a little bit of news about Gwinnett, then you get some more news about Gwinnett, then you get a business article, and then you get a money article. That's my newsletter version. That's what I love. That's what I got going on. So when I was thinking about now I pretty much create my newsletter. I use Chat GPT to produce the entire newsletter, to do so many things. I use so many smart tools to do so many things. Even when it comes to when I do my video interviews, right? I do the video interviews and then I wait a day so they can render, because they're normally pretty long, 45 minutes most of the time. Some of them are even an hour. And I let them go for a day, right? And then I go back and I take the link and I put it in another tool and I say transcribe this into a complete article, headings, SEO, everything. And it's all my content because it's stuff that I've said in my video. Then I take another tool and I take the video, I drop the video in that tool and it chops it up into shorts. You have to learn how to leverage these tools. They are amazing tools, and it saves me so much time and energy. And let me tell you something, it could save you a lot of money. Now, I'm not a big editor, so I don't really edit anything. You get a live show Monday through Thursday. I don't really, when I do my videos, they're live, so I don't do a lot of editing. But I can almost guarantee, if you are a video editor or an audio editor, these tools will make your life a living difference. I want to say that, not a living H, but a living difference, because they cut down on the amount of time that you're using. And here's the other thing. They're not expensive tools. Like the one that chops up my video, I think I spent $20 a month for that one. The one that's transcribed the video into a full-blown article, I spent $14 for that one. I spent $12 for one. I spent $5. So yes, it could add up. But here's the thing. If I were paying someone to do that, I would be struggling. Because to pay somebody to transcribe videos, that's a struggle, because you got to pay them by the hour. Even if you're paying someone that's overseas and the rates are really not that high, you still have to pay by the hour. So if I'm paying somebody to transcribe a video, right, or I'm paying somebody to chop my video up and put in captions and all that, that's by the hour. I'll be spending a lot of money. But because I have all of these smart tools, I don't spend that much money. Forget about making a song. All right. I try to go into a studio. First of all, I don't know how to produce a song. Don't know how to work a board. Don't know how to really work with producers. I wouldn't know what to do. But even if I did, just to be in the studio would start me at the low end, $50 an hour. That's at the low end. That's just to be in there for an hour. Now, I don't know about you, but if you go into a studio, you're not going to get your song laid the right way, get the tracks laid the right way in an hour. Not going to happen. Ask any producer. I'm sure they would agree with me. So when I think about these amazing tools, I'm thinking about, how most businesses are missing them. And I wanted to just talk about that today because I use them all the time. So I wanted to talk about some of the ways I'm using them. So one of my biggest ways, of course, is content creation. I create songs. I create articles. I create videos. I have a client right now that I'm developing an app for, and the app is completely almost done, but she didn't have time to send me content for her app. Now this was just a extra that I was giving to her, but I was like, okay, let me. One of the things in her app is an online course part of. So online course is going to be a part of her app, her mobile app. And so I created the app. The app is finished. I just needed her to send me some stuff, and I needed her to send me some content. She didn't have time to do the content. Now, I know what she's doing with the company that she's launching. It's a brand new company. I know what she's working on, things like that. So what I did was I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and pop in some videos. I went to one of my tools. I think for that tool, I paid $20. I paid $25. Went to one of the tools, took some information that I knew about what she was doing, dropped it into the AI, create me a video for this. Drop that junk in there, and guess what happened? It created the video with the words, with the music, with the people. Just an amazing piece of work. So audio creation Content creation is big. And here's what's crazy. Once you get the tool you need, then you can boost your SEO and all this kind of stuff because you're putting out a lot of content. You know, if you go to goodmorninggwinnett.com, you will see a lot, like this whole thing I'm talking about now. It's going to be an article over there with even more content that I'm talking about, right? But then people can go there and click and listen to this podcast episode all over again. You can create so much content with this because the tools are there and it makes it easier. I feel like I need to give an entire training, a content creation training. That's what I probably need to do. I need to do a content creation training and just show people like what they can do with this content. And I may just do that because right now it is really being underutilized by a lot of small businesses. And I think it's only because they have a fear of using it. That's my real belief. They have a fear of using it. And I think that I'm actually going to do a training. I don't train very often, especially not in person, but I feel like this is an opportunity for me to train so people can really understand like how to leverage these tools so they can create content for their business and get it out there and boost the SEO and things like that. And it also keeps your audience engaged. It keeps the audience engaged. It's easy to create. Yes, you got to do some oversight because the AI is not perfect, but it's getting there. It's doggone near perfect. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. You know, voice, how to clone your own voice. And it's just so many things you can do. Listen, if I never wanted to record another episode in my life, I can take my voice, create content based on what I'm saying, and put it out, and it sounds just like me. Do you know how crazy that is? You know how much time that would save me? It would save me. If I decided today to change my model of how I do my show, and it had nothing to do with Gwinnett News, but exposing Gwinnett County to more news outside of Gwinnett County, I could change the entire show around. I could make it a business show and never have to get on the mic ever again. I could schedule every episode. I can create every episode using AI, schedule it to go out, and it's going to go out like clockwork. I could do that if that's something I chose to do. And I could clone my voice and it sound just like me. A little bit off maybe because I've cloned my voice before. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't sound like me. Maybe it does. Maybe I don't know how I sound because I'm used to hearing myself talk all the time. But that's just one thing to do. That's creating content. That's one thing. All right. The next thing that you can do, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to a song. Well, let me cover this next point first, and then we'll get back to it. I'll go to a song after this point. The next thing you can do is use AI for customer service. Now, I gave a chatbot engineering class about probably I think 2-3 months ago. And what I did was I showed people how to create chatbots, right? And this is really, really a big deal because this can, listen, if you are a solopreneur, you need someone there answering the phone. I get it. But you don't have anybody because you have a very small budget. You're working just to pay yourself at this point, so you don't have the opportunity. Here is where smart bots come in, chat bots come in. You can train them to answer all of the questions on your website. And here's another thing. If someone comes to your website and asks a question from your chat bot that you wouldn't normally answer, the chat bot can save that question and then you can answer the question because it's not programmed into your chat bot. It's not trained into your chat bot. This can enhance your customer service so much. Because the people are coming and asking questions, and if you're like me and your schedule is really busy and you don't have time to look at email all day long and you don't have a human assistant that's looking at your email, this is where your chatbot assistant comes in at. And here's the other thing. You can train the chatbot to send you a question that it cannot answer via text message. Did y'all hear what I just said? Let me say that again. You can train your chatbot to text you questions, text to your phone. Text you questions that it cannot answer so you can get right back to that person. They're not waiting. It's so many things you can do. And here's the thing. If you are a solopreneur, right, set aside some money to get you a chat bot created for your website that's attached to your telephone, all these different things. Listen, there are really so many things you can do with this. Yes, the chatbot can take the messages and answer the message, but it can also send you a text message for you to call somebody back because of an emergency. It can also take a message and say, hey, she'll get back to you in 24 hours. Hey, here's the answer for that. Hey, I don't know the answer for that, but I'll talk to Audrey and she'll get back to you within 24 hours. And then Audrey gets a text message saying, hey, Audrey, this is whatever you call it. This is Carla. You need to reach out to Jamie because Jamie had a question that I could not answer. And here's Jamie's question. Yes, that's customer service for you, baby. That is enhanced customer service for you. Reducing wait times, improving customer satisfaction, managing routine inquiries. You know, it does all of these things at a very high volume because it never sleeps. Right? You go to sleep because you need sleep, but your AI never sleeps. It works for you 24/7. I was telling somebody, they came to me, they were running, this is during the height of the political season. And I said, listen, you need to create content that's going to live outside of you. When you're knocking on doors, your content needs to be working on all these other platforms. When people Google you, your video needs to pop up. Because they're going to Google you. If you're out there talking about vote for me, they're going to Google you and find out who you, if they care. The people that care will Google you and they want to find out who you are. If you have put out audio, video, articles, memes, all these different pieces of content, you're going to come up in this. If you Google Audrey Bell Kearney right now, I guarantee you're going to find so much stuff out there. Why? Because I put out a lot of content. Not as much video content as I should, but I put out a lot of content. And so that's why you think about, like, you know, the how to leverage this. You don't have to be a one woman, a one man show and, you know, stressed out because I can't answer all these emails that I keep getting. You know, people are mad at me because I can't, you know, I'm not answering the questions that they're asking. You know, I'm so busy trying to handle the people that get you a chat bot and put it on your website. I'm talking about a really enhanced one. I'm not talking about the one that comes with your website because some websites have chat bots that come with them. I want you to put aside some money in your budget and get you an enhanced AI built for your site, built for your business, built for your industry, created for your industry, and it's not that expensive, and it's not a super technical thing to do. It can become super technical depending on how big your company is, but chances are, if you are a solopreneur, your company is not that complex, not for real. Now, when you start getting into business where you got a bunch of employees and because you have a bunch of employees because your business has some complexity to it. If you are a solopreneur, your business is not that complex. So you can easily afford this if you budget for it, if it's not in your budget. All right. I'm going to go to a song. We're going to come back. I'm going to keep. Now, this song, one of my songs, is called Precious Moments. Created with AI. I'm trying to tell y'all playing games. I ain't playing no games over here. I'll be back after this song to bring you more of how you need to leverage AI to grow your business and create a better business for yourself. Stay tuned.
Golden sunrise paints the sky. A new day whispers softly. Why rush by? Footprints on a sandy shore. Each moment with you, I treasure more. Precious moments like diamonds in our hands, slipping through the hourglass like tiny grains of sand. Hold them close, feel the warmth of their glow. In these fleeting whispers, love's true colors show. Laughter echoing in the halls, memories framed on every wall. Every second a story told in the book of tiny grains of sand. Hold them close, feel the warmth of their glow. In these fleeting whispers, love's true colors. So here's to the laughter, here's to the tears. A toast to our journey through the years. For in each moment, love we've sown. In these precious moments, our lives are truly known.
Welcome back. See what I'm saying? Like, the vocals can be a little bit better, but they got tools to clean up the vocals. Like, it's a little, like, I hear a little screeching in there, but the beats, and listen, y'all gotta stop playing with this thing. I ain't playing with it. I'm not playing with it. Welcome back to Today's Talk Business Tuesday. I'm your host, Audrey Bell Kearney, talking to you about how to unlock AI to help you grow your business. Listen, stop it. Stop playing. All right, let's talk about personalized marketing. Now, in Chat GPT, you can create your own GPTs. I think I have 8, I think, that I've created. I created one for a podcast startup. I created a PodCon directory so people can find out where all the podcast conferences are. I created a local marketing podcast. I created a web traffic navigator. I created one based on, did I create more than that? Oh yeah, I created a lot. I thought I created 7. So I created a web traffic navigator. I created a client prospector pro, which is for insurance people. I created one for network marketing. I created one for PR. I created one for solar energy, and I created one called Plan Master. So you can create personalized GPTs for the people that you're trying to serve. It can help you market. They can analyze large volumes of data. You can create that. You can also see how people behave when they come to your website. Now, that could be a little bit more intense. That could be a little bit more complex. But here's the thing. Once you understand the behaviors of your clients, once you understand the behaviors of the people and the traits that people who are visiting your site, now you can tailor your marketing strategies for that audience. One of the things I struggled with for so very long was not knowing who I talked to. Even with this show, right? I still feel like after over 1,000, 1,100 episodes, I still don't know I still don't feel like I know who I'm talking to. I really don't. Because I could talk about the news, and I'm talking about people in Gwinnett County. Talking about news don't really give me a lot of energy, right? So that's a problem for me. I have been trying to figure out, should I pivot this show to talk about something else and just bring it to Gwinnett, which I could actually do that if I wanted to. Like, the entire show could be a business show. I could talk about business all day long, every day, because I like talking about that. And I've thought about this quite a few times. But right now, I really have been struggling for the last 5 years, trying to figure out who my audience is, because I talk about news, right? You don't have to struggle like me, because you can use these tools to figure out who you are talking to, who's visiting your site. So many different people visit my site for so many different reasons, right? So I don't know who I'm talking to most of the time. And I'm just keeping it real with y'all. I'm just keeping it 100, because I need you to understand that although I leverage these tools for my newsletter, which is I love it. I'm talking about anybody can read it. They can get inspired by the song. They can then get inspired by my message. They can get inspired by the longer message. They can get inspired by the conscious living part of the newsletter and never get down to the Gwinnett part of it. They can stop right there and have just a whole lot of great content to help them kick off their day. So I'm talking to anybody with that newsletter who wants to be inspired. Now, do I need to narrow it down some more? Probably so. And I probably could. I could probably say, you know what? I just want to talk to doctors and nurses, people that get up really early in the morning and they have to go to work and they just need a little bit of motivation. I need to talk to customer service workers who get up really early in the morning and they just need some motivation because they hate their job, because they hate all the calls that they get. Here's the thing, though. You may hate that job now, but pretty soon that job may be obsolete because AI is going to take over. I'm just saying. But for those of you who are still in those positions right now, it could be for you. So when it comes to personalizing your marketing, you can leverage these tools to do that. If you know that your target market is moms who have young boys between the ages of 6 and 9 who play Pop Warner football, You can create an entire business around that. When I tell you an entire business, just around what I just said. Moms who have young boys between the ages of 6 and 9 who play Pop Warner football. Just that alone. Just that. See how I niched that down? Just that alone. And what would you put in there? What kind of shoulder pads do they need? What kind of helmets do they need? How much do they need to weigh? What's the best way for them to eat? How the best way to keep them safe? What happens if they get a shoulder broken? All of these things can be in your GPT. Just for moms, this is for moms who have young, because a lot of moms don't understand football. They just know that they don't want their kids on the street. They want to put them in something young. They put them in sports, and then they just go to the games happily, and some of them become teen moms and all that good stuff. But here's the thing. If you don't know and they don't know, you create something that everybody knows that's very personalized. That could become a business by itself. Like as I'm sitting here talking, my business brain like, girl, you just called out a great business idea. You can use it for personalized marketing. That's my point. Also, innovative product development. I have a lot of ideas. God give me the most amazing ideas, and I'm not saying them because they're the ideas He give me. I'm saying them because if people could just take these ideas I have in my head, I should be able to just sell my ideas to people. Like I come up with them every single. Like I had one this morning that I'm definitely going to do. I can't tell y'all what it is. I'm definitely going to do it because it's really simple for me to do. It's not like I got to duplicate what I'm already doing because I don't. I'm already doing the thing that I'm going to do, but I'm just going to scale it. You can come up with innovative product developments. You can use these GPTs to do research for things that you're trying to develop. If you're trying to, help businesses, how to create something for this audience of people. Prime example, Pop Warner mothers. So for those of you who don't know what Pop Warner is, it is Little League football. That's what Little League sports, whether it's Pop Warner's football, I don't even know how they got the name Pop Warner, but my brother started playing in Pop Warner when he was 6. He's a coach now. His kids play Pop Warner. One is a coach. One is about to go off to college and be an Indiana Hoosier. Pop Warner is a community young sports league for little kids. They got Pop Warner cheerleading for little cheerleaders. Like my granddaughter's gonna be in Pop Warner cheerleading this year. I think it's this year or either next year when she turns 6. So you can create products, innovative products around any industry. Even if I got an idea. You take the idea, you drop it in Chat GPT, you ask for some information, say this is a hypothetical product. What would be the framework for this? When I tell you Chat GPT is going to give you the frame, I did that this morning. I had an idea, right? It was a tech idea. I dropped it in Chat GPT. By the time it gave me the framework, I was like, ooh, too complex. I don't feel like being bothered with that. But if I had just went out there all willy-nilly and started it out, I looked at that and said, yeah, that's really complex. I don't want to do that. Because that's going to take me away from all the things I love. I scrapped that idea right away. But it was a good idea. It was a great idea. And it had to do with high school students. And I was like, yeah, that's too complex. I don't have time for the complexity in my life. But had I not been able to drop that information into Chat GPT, I might not have known it. I might have said, you know what, this is a great idea. Let me just start it out. Yeah, I was like, even when I asked it to refine it and take out certain parts, it still was very complex. I don't feel like dealing with the complexity. So if you're thinking about an idea before you run out there and just jump, take a look at what the framework could be. And that's what I did. I just asked for the framework. I do that all the time, though. Like if it's something that I'm thinking about doing, what I'll do is I go to Chat GPT and I tell it what the idea is. And I said, create the framework for this for me. It'll give me the framework. These are the steps you need to take. Here's the timeline, blah, blah, blah. And I'll look at that and go, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Because I don't feel like being bogged down with so much stuff. I want something. When I come up with these ideas, it needs to be simple. Something I could pop off and run. I could just snap a finger. Hey, I need to do these things. No. So if you're thinking about a product, this is a great opportunity before you go out there and spend a whole lot of time and a whole lot of money trying to do something only to find out that you really don't want to do it. Because it's really sucking the life out of you. Yeah, it's going to help somebody, but it's going to suck the life out of you in the process. I don't know if you want that. Maybe you do. I don't. But it reduces a lot of the time that you will spend, doing all this research. And then just to realize, I don't want to do this. So, just think about that. Now, let me just give you a couple of ideas from some ideas you may not have been thinking about. You may have, but you may not. All right. So, copywriting. Now, I kind of felt like when ChatGPT came out and you could write an article like in 30 seconds, I was like, oh my God, this is about to kill the copywriters. Not so, because copywriters still need to look over the content and make sure that it's accurate, because the GPTs will sometimes give you inaccurate content. Now, I don't know how you're going to know if it's inaccurate, because I don't know, but a copywriter can do that. The other thing a copywriter can do is take somebody's content and just rework it in a matter of minutes, and then make sure it makes sense. Because I've seen that done, and I've done it. Like, I've gone to people's website and they had me create podcast episodes for them, and I just took information from the website, had it reworked in an AI software, rewrite this in a different way, and then I turned it into a podcast episode. Because what I didn't want was people to go to the website and say, "Oh, that's the same thing I heard on the episode." I wanted them to hear something similar but different, right? So I took the information from the website, the client's website, reworked it. And two tools I used, reworked it because I wanted to make sure that it was optimized, reworked it. Now it became another new piece of content that I then turned into a podcast. So you can start a copywriting service and use just all AI tools. It's two tools you can use. You can use ChatGPT to get the basics, right? And then you can use one that I use called Quillbot. So Quillbot will take what you've written and it'll rewrite it, and it'll let you know how strong it is and how much it can be AI detected. Now, if you're putting it in a podcast, it doesn't matter. If you're putting it on a blog as a blog post, it does matter, because Google changes its algorithm all the time, and it wants to make sure that you're putting out good content. It's not all AI generated, that kind of thing. So you use a couple of different tools. Now, there's a tool out called Surfer. It is a great tool. It's expensive, but it's a great tool. It will write the blog for you. It'll let you know right then and there. You need to change this, and this, and this, and this in this line. So now it can be like undetectable AI. Just amazing stuff. But that's a service that you can start, because here's the thing. Even though these tools are available, there are people who just don't have time to post articles on their blog. They just don't have the time. And you can create a ton of articles for people and put it on their website. Now they have a blog. You can create the same stuff, turn it into a podcast. Now they have a podcast. You can take the same information, rewrite it again, turn it into a video. They have a whole community. They have a whole content business, and they're over there cooking because it's a restaurant. Do you understand what I'm saying? So copywriting, AI-powered copywriting service could be a service that you use. Another service that I think is really, really good, that I even thought about this, is an AI-driven market research firm. Now, why is that important? Because everybody in big business, they need this service, because they're looking for the data to make sure that they are selling you what they're selling you. Let me say that again. They are looking for the data because they need to make sure that they are telling you what you need to hear so that you can buy what they have to offer. So they hire market research firms to do all this deep diving into the data, finding all these people, getting all these competitive analysis, understanding trends and consumer behavior. This is what they do. On the flip side of that, it may be the same thing. If it's a pharmaceutical company, my husband works in pharmaceutical, they take that data, it may be medical data, and they turn it into a product that's going to help you with diabetes, that's going to help you with arthritis, whatever it is. If they're selling a product, they want you to buy this purple shirt that's made out of this spandex material. They need the data. So market research firms, now you can have an AI-driven market research firm that can collect way more data, way more faster than you probably ever could. Now you got these analysis that you're going to give back to this client, and they got all of this really pertinent information that they can use to help them create a better product so they can market it to you and you can buy. That's a good business. I feel like if you do that business, or you want to niche down, like niche all the way down, if you're going to do a AI-driven market research firm, what industry are you going to focus on? You want to be the industry expert in that space. Like for me, if I want to do pharmaceutical, I would just niche it all the way down, and I can niche it all the way down to my husband said they make a medicine for Parkinson's. I may say, I want to be the person that collects all the data for Parkinson's so I can sell it to the pharmaceutical companies. You know, Parkinson's in black men, Parkinson's in white men, Parkinson's this, Parkinson's that, and Parkinson's when men weigh this much weight, Parkinson's when men weigh this, just collecting all the data. So I feel like you can do that, but you need to niche it all the way down. All right, now here's my last one I'm going to go through, and there's some more, but I'm going to post them on the website. Personalized learning and tutoring platform. There are a lot of platforms out there. There are even some AI platforms out there that offer tutoring. But here's the thing. You may want to niche down again to just tutoring kids who are ready to go to college about life. You can have a life tutoring platform. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got education to have a life because they need that. Is in our world, it's called life coaching. But for the sake of the students, it's called life tutoring. I'm just saying. And you tutor on nothing but life. You are a life tutorer. Yep, I'm a tutorer. I tutor on life. Life after high school, life after college. Yes, that sounds like coaching. It is coaching. But you use a term that students understand. Use a term that parents understand. Do I believe all high school students should have a life coach? I certainly do. Because this will take some of the pressure off the parents, but it also gives the kids the opportunity to talk to someone who's other than a parent or a friend or a teacher that they can say things to that they may not be able to say to the parent or the teacher. But if they talk to a life tutoring coach, I'm just saying that's a great way. And then personalized learning. You know, they're busy people don't want to go through all this time. They want to go take the class, get it over with, and they're done. They don't want to go through a whole lot. They want short, to the point, get me to my result. That's what I want. Same thing with tutoring. So a lot of great content, not just because I said it, but because I think it's a lot of great content. Give me about 35 minutes. It's going to be on the website. The full article with everything that I've talked about and more. You can go there and read the website. All right. Don't stop sleeping on AI, y'all. It is only going to make your life better in business. Now, what we have to look forward to later on in life, I don't know. I talked about robots yesterday. I have no idea. Until we get to that point, I'm going to leverage it and continue to leverage it to grow my business. And I suggest you take a look at it and maybe do the same so it can help you, especially if you are a solopreneur. These tools could change your life for real. All right. I feel like I've been talking a lot. All right, I'm going to go to my last song. Then I'm going to come back and give you my words of inspiration. This song is called Grateful. So maybe that's what my quote would be. It's called Grateful. Another one of my songs, Grateful. So check it out. I'll be right back.
I wake up to the sunrise, like dancing in my room. Coffee on the stove, whispers of the afternoon. Every little moment, treasure in plain sight. Simple joy, simple life. Everything feels just right. Grateful for the love that keeps me strong. Grateful for the melody in life's song. In every breath, in every stride, I find a reason to be thankful deep inside. Strolling through the park, leaves rustle underfoot.
Welcome back. Welcome back. That's Grateful, baby. Grateful. Did y'all like it? I thought that sounds like a church song. It sounds like a alternative church song. Like it still is a nice song though. It just sounds to me, when I'm listening to it, it sounds like I used to go to this church called Unity Church in Atlanta. Unity Church of Atlanta, but it was actually in Norcross. And that's the kind of music they would play. And so here's the thing. My only thing with using the platform that I use is that I don't know how to change the voices around. So the voices are always the same. But I'm learning. I'm trying to make them a little bit more not sound the same all the time. But anyway, before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration for today. Here goes. It says, never let the things you want make you forget the things you have. Ooh, let me say it again because somebody missed it. Never let the things you want make you forget the things you have. Sanchita Pandey said that, and Sanchita was right. Listen, we all desire to have things in life. I don't know what yours are. It could be business. It could be success. It could be excellent health. It could be, you want to make the minor leagues and major leagues. You want to write a hit song, whatever it is. What I want to say is don't forget about the things you already have. I'm not saying not to have goals because I have plenty, but I try my best not to forget the things that I have, the things that are important, the things that are in my home, my family, my friends, myself, because we're good at forgetting ourselves. Don't forget yourself and be grateful for the things you have. When I was out this morning, and I tend to go out and meditate and sit on the patio and put my feet on the ground so I can ground. And I have to thank you to the trees for giving us clean air. Thank you for allowing us to have fresh, clean air to breathe, because somebody may not have that. Thank you for having, green grass to put my feet on in the morning time. So you got to be thankful for what you have. Keep striving for what you want, but be thankful for what you have. All right. All right. So all I got for you today, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 43 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. If you missed any episodes of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. Also, be sure to connect with me on my social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter, and Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. When I say that, I can't believe I have all of those platforms for Good Morning Gwinnett. Yeah, I do. Some people don't have them all, but I do. And it kind of baffles my mind sometimes. Not that that's something unusual, but it kind of is for me. But anyway, connect with me on all those platforms. Hey, check out the Gwinnett Morning Spark. If you want to be inspired with great music like you just heard every morning at 6 a.m., subscribe to Gwinnett Morning Spark, GwinnettMorningspark.com. Subscribe there and you'll get the newsletter every morning. And it'll say new music by Audrey AI. Yeah, that's my DJ name. My DJ name is Audrey AI. DJ Audrey AI. I gotta write that down. DJ Audrey AI. That's funny. So you'll get the newsletter every morning at 6 a.m. It has great news. Hey, by the way, we have an event coming up. The Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce has an event coming up this Friday. If you are looking to find out more information about the sustainability industry, sustainability opportunities in these industries, and electric cars charging stations, if you want to find out about sustainable packaging for your business, if you're in a restaurant, if you are in the packaging, if you ship packages, you want to come out, if you want to find out how to get into the energy business, you want to come out, have a great forum that's coming up, a great panel of women that's going to be with us on Friday at 12 p.m. at Gwinnett Atlanta Tech Park over in Peachtree Corners. This event is to help you understand the sustainability industry, also how you can fit in or how you can fit it into your business. But here's the thing, and it's great networking. You may not be able to fit anybody into anything if you don't come to the event. So go to GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com, GwinnettWomen'sChamber.com. All right, that's all I got for you. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. God willing. Until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, y'all.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.